Good morning, everyone. In this video, we will give you a demo how to use debugging in Eclipse. So first, I'm going to create a new class from my demo project. I have this demo project already here, so I'm going to create a new class and call this class is compute change. All right, so I'm going to copy and paste this computer change right here. This is the code. It's from the book. All right, so I'm going to set a breakpoint. You set a breakpoint anywhere in the code. When it executes the program, it will stop at the breakpoint. So just click on this, and this is the column here. So here is the editor. So this is line number, and just next to the line number, and set a breakpoint. All right, you set a breakpoint, the program will pause here, and so you can examine the code. All right, so I'm going to set a breakpoint here, and now I'm going to run the code. Now I'm going to run the program, so the program will prompt the user for the input. So I'm going to run the code, and so here we're going to run Java application. So this is computer change. All right, so here enter an amount in double, for example, 11.56. So I'm going to enter 3.14. Okay, now see, it did not stop. The reason is that you need to use debug as, not run as. So here you have to go debug as. So here is debug as, and now and going to say here allow access. All right, so now I'm going to enter 3.14, and here you're going to switch to the debug perspective. So switch, yes. All right, so you can see this, the breakpoint. We set the breakpoint at this line 16. Now the program execution process right here. So you can see the variable here, amount is now, and the one you entered is 3.14. And this is the remaining amount. So this is the amount times 100 and data casting. And so now remaining amount is 314. So because here is times 100. All right, so I'm going to continue to see what happens when you execute this line. So you can do it line by line execution. You can go from this run, and you can see this is a step over. And step over is to execute one line. So you can go right here. There's the icon here, step over. So click on this. So step over now, you get the number of dollars is 3. So it's this is the remaining amount is 314, and divided by 100, the integer divisions get 3. So what is the next line? So I'm going to execute the next line, step over, and now you can see the next line is and this is the remaining amount becoming 14. That's the remaining amount is remaining amount that was 3 14 and remainder 100. So that's get the remainder of the division. That's remaining amount is changed to 214. So you can continue and to trace your code and see the variables changes as you execute the code, and you can trace the code line by line, examining the program execution. And so if you have errors, you can detect it. All right, so let's see if we find our programming error, if there's any, and we found it. So we terminate it. So this is the button here, terminate it. Okay, and terminate it. So we're going to go back to this project explorer, and now, and this is the I'm going to look at a new program here. At the new one, I'm going to create a new one. Is here is to see if there's any errors in the loop here. So I'm going to use the loop. Is creating a new class. It's called future tuition, and that's also the one from the book. So I'm going to have this is finished and copy and paste this. All right, so this is a future tuition. So if you have a coding error, so for example, if you mistype this, it's 1.07, you said 1.7, and you can see what happens with the change of tuition in this loop. So here, tuition is to begin with, it's 10,000, and so if you go with increment, it's a 7%, and so the next one is going to be it's the next year. So here's every year. So the year is start 0, and now the next year, and you're going to see the tuition. It's going to be like only increased by 7%. It's only 700. So, but this is going to have you 7,000. You can see that. So I'm going to put this the breakpoint right here for line 6. So click on this, and now, so we're going to run as, no, debug as. So debug as. All right, so now you see here, it's paused right here. So tuition is begin with is 10,000. So the year is 0, and now we're gonna step over, and now you're gonna see tuition is becoming 17,000. So that's wrong. It should be 10,700. So something's wrong here. So we're going to fix it right here. And then let's continue to start it and see what happens here. If you step over, and now, and you're going to see this, the change here. Let's restart it and terminate it and go back to debug again. And so this is right here. So we're going to see, and it's here. The program execution is paused at this line 6, and now let's go step over, and then you see tuition is 10,700. So now this is right. You can see continue and to trace the program and see this in the loop now. And because tuition is still less than 20,000, so you're going to continue and in the loop. All right, so I'm going to terminate it, and let's look at one more program here. This time, I'm going to look one with methods. So here, we're going to go with this is the name of the program here. I'm going to have it's a prime number method in chapter 6, and create a new class, it's called prime number method, and finish. So here, this is the one. All right, so I want to see if there's anything wrong in this is prime method. So I'm gonna go put my breakpoint at this line 34. Okay. All right, so here, this program prints the first 50 prime numbers. So it invokes print prime numbers, and this method will invoke this is prime number right here. So, all right, we're gonna see now debug as. Okay, so you're gonna see this is the number here. We're gonna start this the 50 here, and so this is number prime is 50. Here's a count, and look at this is the number starts from this is prime is 2 is a prime. So here is checking if this 2 is a prime, and now you have this divisor is this starts this is here is 2. Here's a number is 2. Remember 2 is 0. So if this is true, number is not prime. So here is look at this number here. We start this number here is so here's a number and is prime. So number is 4. But here we have this number is 2. So how does become 4? All right, let's go back and terminate the code now. And we're going to put a breakpoint right here for this method here. And now let's go back to debug it from the beginning. Okay, so now we're here. And so look at this number is 2. All right, so this number is 2. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is to step into this method. Here's from run. You can look at this this run. Step into. Where's step into? It's right here. Step into this method. Step into. Or you can also use this icon here and just step into. So we're going to step into is prime. All right, I'm going to step into. So look at this number is 2, right? So I'm going to step into. Step into. So this number is 2. So this divisor is 2 here, but this divisor here is here less than or equal to number. So it's 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So this is divisor is 2. 2 less than or equal to 1. This is false. So this not is executed. So you're going to return true. So that is good. And so we're going to, if you go with this step over, now you're going to see it coming here, return true. So 2 is a prime number. All right, so now let's continue and step over. It comes back to this is prime. This time, this number, we have this number. So this is the coming back here. This is true, right? So now you step over, go to the next one. It's going to be this because it's true. So you increase the count by 1, and now, and this is to see, this is the count is 1, and remember number of primes per line. So number of primes, number is 10. So this is equal to 0, that's false, and you come here to display. So this is 23 is going to be executed. So you're going to trace this, and now number becomes 3. So let's go back and now and to the while loop, and this is true, and so this is here. All right, so now you're going to continue. You can step over or step into. Step over will just not get into this method. So now let's do a step over. So this is the counter. This one is now true. It's 3. So it's going to be this a prime number. All right. So now you see the process and how you debug, find the errors in your code using Eclipse. So that's this is a very effective tool, and so I really encourage you to explore it and to use it often when you debug your code. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.